Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl, Sarah Sings, and I'm back again with the word of the day. God started it, and he will finish it. Philippians 1 verse 6 tells us that being confident of this very thing, that he who has begun a good work in you is faithful to complete it. We have this confidence and this assurance that whatever God started with us, he will finish it. And that includes our salvation. That includes the work of our hands. That includes the desires of our hearts. That includes our purpose and our will in life. And we know that God will finish it as he started it because we put our trust in God alone. So take this word with you. God started it and he will finish it. Let's get a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
This segment is brought to you by S&P Consult LLC. Francis Owiredu is his name by birth, but known as Glover, Glovershub as a brand in the gospel fraternity. An old student of the Youngsters International School and a graduate of the University of Ghana. Glover is into full-time gospel blogging with a blog named Glovershub. He has been blogging for 3 years and has 2 awards to his credit. Blogger of the Year 2021 at Gugma and 2022 GNMA Online Promoter or Blogger of the Year. He has worked with gospel artists here in Ghana and the Diaspora. As a believer, he worships with the Presbyterian Church of Ghana and an executive in the youth wing of the church. Precious Mawunya-ko is a PR, communications practitioner, a staunch Christian, and a husband. An old student of Presbyterian Boys Senior High School and Pentecost University. Currently, the Director of Communications and Marketing for Flangar Limited and lead publicist with Alpha Gospel, a renowned gospel blog. Precious has over the years played a pivotal role in Ghana's gospel fraternity and has worked in PR teams of gospel artists within and outside Ghana. With over 7 years experience in radio gospel show production and presenting, Precious has received scores of recognitions and laurels to his credit for his contributions towards the gospel fraternity. Sizzles with
Welcome back to the show. Today I have 2 incredible gentlemen in the house with me today, and I can't wait for us to talk to them and have some great discussions with them. Their role in the industry is just phenomenal, and I just want us to talk to them more. So join me, welcome Precious and Glover. Hey.
Hello.
Welcome to Sizzles.
Thank you so much.
Wow. It's such an honor to have you here today.
Yeah,
welcome.
We are super grateful to be here today.
Awesome. How are you?
We are good, by God's grace. Yeah.
Precious, congratulations on your marriage, your wedding, your newlywed. How's marriage?
Pastor, thank you so much. On behalf of my wife and myself, we'd like to say thank you so much for congratulating us. And it's been an amazing journey so far. We are praying for more blissful years.
Awesome. And Glover, congratulations on your recent nomination. Did you win the award?
Yeah, I did win.
Woo! Yeah. Nice. Challenge. Well done. Very well deserved.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, Precious, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself? Who is Precious?
Okay. I'm a Christian young man. Christian young married man.
Christian young married man.
I actually grew up in Accra. I attended Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Pentecost University for tertiary, and I attended Winners Chapel International. I'm married to a very beautiful young lady.
That's right.
Yes, she's called Grace. And I'm a gospel blogger on a personality, radio personality, and digital marketing, advertising. Yeah, a couple of other stuff I do. And I'm a bass player in church, and I do a little singing in church too. Yes, please.
A little.
Not like what you people
We have a keyboardist here.
Hey.
You know, on Sizzles, we chat, we cook, and we sing.
I mean, he should keep playing his keyboard.
But I have a bass in the house too.
Hey, it should be there.
It should be there.
I'm actually open for anything. I mean, of course, it's Sizzles.
Okay.
You know.
That's awesome. Glover, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Myself. Okay, so Glover is a brand name. So I'm Francis. I'm Francis Owiredu, the last born of my parents. I'm the fourth.
Yeah.
A graduate of University of Ghana, a Presbyterian. I'm single. I'm not married.
Precious. Why are you coughing?
We know ourselves.
He's
not married though, but I mean, the preamble. I'm single.
So I repeat, I'm single and not married. I'm a blogger. I've been doing this close to 3 years.
Yeah.
I've won 2 awards so far. So basically,
award-winning blogger.
Yes, award-winning blogger. Who's a Christian blogger? Tell us more about what you do.
Okay, so basically, I blog strictly gospel, music, events, basically everything gospel. My gospel, the Christian blogging is strictly restricted to gospel stuff. So we don't cut across like the secular people who can do both the gospel and the secular stuff. But we do basically gospel
everything.
Blog, yeah.
And how did that start for you, Precious? You're a Christian blogger as well.
Okay, so for myself, I believe it is just like ourselves putting our core values as Christians out there to the people. And again, it is us trumpeting the good works of gospel people. And we've narrowed it recently to gospel creative arts. And again, pastors to get to benefit from our services. For myself, how it started, I think it was, I used to be a producer for live worship on Vision 1 FM. I did that for 6 years and I was producing Obinate. And Obinate once mentioned that, Charlie, now you, this blogging people, they do, why? He thinks they know if you do some. It's just like, he actually knew my capabilities, knew what I could do, and he just pushed it in. So, that I would say was like a thermostat, and it just started something in me. It sparked something in me, and I went to a brother. He's called Emmanuel Asari. He knew how to start the free website and all those things. So it started from there. Then it grew through the passion of getting works of young artists being heard outside.
Right.
So I grew the platform by constant posting, Then out of the passion of helping other people get their ministries heard, I started posting them, and I think basically that's how it started, and it's gotten to where it is now. By God's grace.
That's awesome. And Glover, for you, is this something you had always wanted to do? Should are you okay if I call you Glover? Because
no.
That's what everybody know you as. I should call you Francis, but Glover is good.
Glover is
so
good.
how did it, how did you get into it?
Mine came as a prophecy.
Okay.
I was working with Ministry of Agric in Kumasi.
Oh.
Yeah.
As what?
As an agric officer, I'm an extension officer. We work with the farmers in the region. So my spiritual father, kudos to Prophet Prince Owiredu Queen. He called me once and he was like, "You're going to blogging, you're going to this, and this is where God has placed you." And all. So I had to stop everything.
Wow.
Yes, I had to stop everything. So I one day went to Vision 1. If your grace was going to Vision 1, I saw the artwork and I just came to Vision 1. And when I came, I met, it seems we are all from one camp. So, Obinate. So,
kudos to him.
Yeah, Obinate. So he was like, "Oh, you can be coming. Come, I'm open." So I started coming to Vision 1 and I met Precious there. So basically, he's my father in the gospel.
Father.
No pressure.
In the blog,
he's
my father. So he was the one who taught me that get a website, do this, we'll be posting this. These are what the people like. This is what you do that the brand will get attractive and all. So it was through him that I got that exposure and all, and I started blogging.
So do you do blogging full time?
Full time. I do nothing than blogging.
So is it that lucrative for you?
Oh,
his outfit, can't you see? It wasn't lucrative.
We're going to talk about the outfit. It's a heavy one.
It's not all that lucrative, but I think God has been good. You see, if he was the one who brought the vision and the prophecy came. So since the prophecy has come, he has made provisions and all. So I think it's not that lucrative, but God has been good. 1 or 2 people will give you something that some bits in them.
But it's enough to sustain you for you to.
I think no, not to cut you.
No, that's we're having a discussion.
It's actually a collective something.
Okay.
And we are in a space where we are open to work with a lot of people. So this from this from that, this from this, and it comes together to be like a monthly salary worker.
Okay.
But it's a little in our convenience, and we would want to appreciate people that actually pay for services. Sure. I remember we worked for an artist called Sarah Sinks, and she's been very very supportive.
I know her. I know that.
I mean, good God, I'm sure you know that song.
That song is everywhere.
Yeah,
I need to meet her. And
I think she featured emoji on that song.
Yeah,
solid songs. Yeah,
Heavy
solid
one.
song. Like people like these actually support. Why are you laughing? Do you know him very well? So people like these actually, we wouldn't say pay for services, but they also support what we do to support them. Right. And I think people like this, we could mention the names over and over, and they've been very supportive on this platform. Sizzles would like to appreciate them sincerely.
Awesome, awesome. So do you also do this full time?
Okay, I do a couple of PR stuff on the side and a couple of stuff too, but blogging is more like the front of it. Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, from what you're saying, a lot of people are supportive of what you do.
Exactly.
But, I mean, it's fair to say that there's nothing good that doesn't come with its fair of challenges.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd like both of you to pick this up and just share with us some of the challenges that you face as a Christian blogger. Like, please. On Sizzles, nothing is scripted. We're real. We're having real conversations. And we hope to encourage other people as well. So what are some of the challenges that you personally face as a Christian blogger?
Okay, over to you, Glover.
Start.
Okay, so with myself, I'd like to say that the Christian online space is a growing fraternity. We haven't gotten there.
Right.
Honestly, we haven't gotten there. It is until recently that we got a couple of corporate gigs like the other bloggers get on their end.
Okay.
And this does not only apply to only the bloggers. With regards to Christian entertainment programs, Christian event itself, you would not get the corporate Ghana actually coming on to sponsor or support fully. And so finances would come in play if you're talking about challenges. And we'd like to say that with time, it's getting better.
Okay.
Initially, it used to be a very wild challenge, but it is getting dissolved with time. I mean, if it was sugar put into water, you see that then it dissolves. It is dissolving small until you don't see the sugar at all.
Right.
So it is actually a fraternity that is growing, and people are beginning to accept. Back in the days, no pastor would even give you a dime to post his stuff. Back in the days when a song was released, Charlie, I did TV3, UTV. But now they even draw a budget for Christian bloggers.
Christian bloggers, yes.
And it has extended all to an extent. It has even gone on to Christian like media, traditional media, like Footprints TV and other Christian traditional media platforms. So I think that it's a growing fraternity. One of the challenges has to do with finances. Secondly, acceptance. I don't think we've been fully accepted like that. People still think, why should I give a blogger 500 CDs to post my work? I mean, I have the followers already. I mean, with regards to the gospel artists who are probably already made, why should I give a gospel blogger this amount whilst I could probably give an already made blogger, I don't want to mention the name. Okay. Already made blogger, I could give an already made blogger probably 1,000 CDs. He'll blog it from people who see. But let's come to a conclusion and understand that that already made blogger would post it just once and probably take it that 1,000. A gospel blogger might as well take that same 1,000. I mean, posting it probably 3 times in a week. Right. And with social media, it's with consistency. It is how often people see your works. That is how their retentive ability gets to have your work stuck in their heads.
Do you think people really understand the role of a gospel blogger? Because that might be the reason why they might not see why they should bring their work to you for you to promote or blog about. I mean, if we cast our minds a couple years back, I wasn't a conversation. It wasn't something that came up. But the reason why I wanted to talk to both of you is that we recognize the role you play in the industry. And of course, I'm going to talk about that, let you share your opinion and your views on that. But do you think people really understand what you do?
I think it's a conversation that should start. And lots of people, as humans as we are quite slow to change. And it will take a massive shift for us to come to realization that everybody needs a blogger, most especially like Christian artists or creative arts people need bloggers on their projects. I think it has to do with starting the conversation, but we've not gotten that person who is going to start the conversation. Here in Accra, if you organize forums for gospel people, I'm not sure they'll come. And that could have been a round table where we could sit and share on why they need gospel bloggers on their projects and all that.
Well, we're starting the conversation today on Sizzles.
Exactly.
Right?
Sizzles is actually having the green tick on conversations. So you guys, since you started, everybody will pick it up. Awesome. I trust Sizzles.
Yes. Yeah. Now, Glover, we're seeing more and more Christian bloggers, right? There's a lot of people now doing Christian blogging. Do you think there's a bit of competition in that space?
For competition, I think where two or more people are and they're doing almost the same thing, I think there's competition, but I think it should be a healthy one, because what we are doing is for one purpose, to make Jesus proud. So I don't think the competition should be a healthy one. It shouldn't bring... But is it there?
Why you did that? If I did you.
For me, I see one or two. So I think it's there.
Okay. See one or two, one or two.
Oh, I see one or two. If they want me to mention him, they should come and see me personally.
You see one or two. Why do you think that is? I mean,
I think it's human nature. It's human nature. Even with the artists themselves, when it comes to awards and things, you see it's there. So
hey, you've got to bring this.
It's there.
Vote for me.
Vote for me. So I think it's normal.
Go ahead.
As I think we are actually supposed to come together as an army and break loose the media space. And I think that with competitions, like you mentioned, they are everywhere. We see people competing with other people for whatever it is. But I think it is up to you, the person in the competition or the person that finds him or herself in the competition, to know your stance. Because in the year 2022, I actually started blogging before Glover came in, like he mentioned earlier. In the year 2022, we were both nominated for, I think, 2 awards. 2 award
Yes.
But I was actually running my national service with Ghana Cocoa Board. So I was quite, my whole 2022 wasn't really active on the blogging space. Undoubtedly, Glover worked
extremely hard in
2022. I mean, hard, Takashi. I mean, but I was trying to juggle in between jobs. I was doing a whole lot of stuff. Alpha Gospel worked. But on the eyes of everybody knows, everybody sees who has really worked. Glover worked. I've been nominated with him because I also worked.
Right.
But I know Glover just he did all the work in the year 2022.
You supported him.
Of course. Charlie, nobody should vote for me. Nobody should vote for me. Sorry. Vote for this young man. He's done one thing. And the thing is, 2022 under review. Glover has done it. Why shouldn't we give it to him? So I think it has got to do with foundations. When Glover came, I had every right to withhold every information or everything I had to teach him on exactly. And he's one young man that if you don't take care, working with him, you'd be very envious of him because things speak for him very, very, very fast. Yes, but I believe it has got to do with your foundation. Lots of people that find themselves in competitions have very loose foundations. In my house, who are you competing with? Probably you have a sharper younger brother, Charlie, he's sharp. Just accept it.
Accept it and just
exactly.
Your
so my foundation has been able to has carved me in a way not to even envy anybody. So if Glover is going and I'm with Glover, I mean, Charlie. So competitions, like you said, should be healthy,
right?
And it should be for positive gains for all of us.
Okay, that's a question I've been wanting to ask both of you for a while now. So this is a great opportunity for me to ask that question.
Feel free, Sizzles.
Now, do you blog specifically for certain individuals? Like, do you have certain gospel artists that, you know, have perhaps selected you solely to be their main blogger for their content, right? And if yes, isn't there a conflict of interest when someone else reaches out to you to promote their new music? How do you then, decide how often you should push this person's content versus the one that you are solely blogging for? Is the question clear?
Very extremely clear.
Very clear. This question, you go bring matter. Are you there? Go. Okay, so me personally, yes, I have artists I work for. But when you come to me and you tell me you want me to do your stuff personally for you, I tell you plainly that I'm a neutral person. I want to work for everybody. I don't want to be like I'm from here, I'm from here. So if you agree to that, fine, we can work. But if you want, then need that the
exclusivity.
What you have to bring on board should be
heavy,
so that I can cancel everybody's game
and work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I work. Yeah, I'll tell you plainly that you want me to work for you. I work for this. So if you can agree to it, then let's work. So it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
You set the tone right from the onset.
Sharp.
So Precious, if for instance there's someone that you're exclusively blogging for, right? And
I have an enemy in your head.
You say?
I have an enemy in your head.
No, I don't have any because I don't know.
Okay, shake your head 3 times.
See if the name will drop, nothing drops.
That's right.
So let's say you have someone that you're exclusively blogging for, right? And it's common knowledge that they have contention with another, and the other artist reaches out to you for you to promote their work. Is there ever a time when the one you're exclusively blogging for will tell you not to post the other person's stuff?
So unfortunately, I've not got any any artist probably I'm working for tell me not to work for any other person. I think the fault actually starts from the top, as in we're creating cams from the top. I mean, we don't have to do cams on this outside.
Right.
It is actually towards a goal.
Yeah.
The people on the other end can do cams, and to a larger extent, their cams even brings them together on a front. If probably, sorry to mention a brand name, Afrochella or whatever wants to have an event, there are camps, but these camps still come together to form the front of Ghana music industry. Fine. What every ministry needs is a publicist. Fine. From our work as bloggers or social media people, we tend to have the attributes of a publicist.
Right.
Good. So an artist actually wants an in-house person who would be
on their team.
Exactly. Who would be like a liaison, like a middleman to the other bloggers.
Okay.
Because you're already with the bloggers. So just come on board. Let me use you, or let me team up with you.
So you take the content and then you distribute it.
Basically.
Got it.
So it is just personal sentiments or emotions that gets in at a point that makes it look like you are tilted towards one blogger. But if there were no cams on the edges of the artist, there wouldn't have been a problem with a blogger working with a particular artist. Now, to your main question, I feel that, like I said earlier, every artist needs a publicist. But I feel that every blogger should be open enough to work with everybody. No matter your association or whoever you're working with, because it's basically towards the same goal. And again, to every blogger should know that it's, aside it being ministry, it is something that you are devoting time to. If you are devoting time to, it is actually supposed to bring you something at the end.
That's right.
So are you going to look at your relationship with one artist and miss whatever is going to happen on other ends with other artists? No.
Right.
I think it's up to you being quite intelligent to demarcate borders so everyone knows where they can use you, where they cannot use you, how they can use you, and how they cannot use you.
Okay. So outside of when you're contracted to promote a song or an event, how do you select your content? Because of course, we all work together. Yeah. So I follow you. I know your content cuts across. Yeah. It's not just Ghanaian or Nigerian or, US based. Your content cuts across.
Sure.
How do you select your content on a given basis? What you post and how you're reaching out to the masses? How do you select your content?
So I think when you start a page or a blog, you check what your followers or those who follow you like. You might post a sermon or something and you won't get a reaction. So you have to be checking the kind of content that gets reactions and comments.
I see. So you feed the people's needs.
Sure.
I think for like Glover said, we have a defined content range. Sorry to say, but we can't post bottles.
No, you cannot.
We can't post bottles.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. Sorry, Sizzles, I have to say that. But we have to post stuff that edify the body of Christ.
Right.
And we don't have to be one way about everything. So our postings actually has a base, but you'd have to get stuff from the base, as in funny stuff that's Christian related, gospel music, wedding season, events. So you just have to check what works for you. Then you find content regarding to what works for you, then you get to post. So every brand wishes to go international.
Right.
The brand Sizzles most definitely would want to be on bigger platforms. Everybody, hey, I'm going to watch Sizzles.
Yes.
It's the same way gospel bloggers would also want our platforms, Alpha Gospel, Glovershub. It should also go international. So we're going to have to pick content that are likely to go international. So we pick contents from the US, contents from Ghana, Congo, wherever we get to get inspiring content that wouldn't make our followers sway away from Jesus as the focus. We are good to go.
Yeah, I hear you on that, and I understand that completely. Sure. I feel that you gospel bloggers have a very unique platform and opportunity to reach masses.
Exactly.
You can use your platform to, spread the word, and I know you do that, and all of those things. So if you're trying to meet the demand of your followers or your audience, and it might not necessarily align with maybe what the message God has on your heart for you to deliver, how do you make that decision? So
basically, we have the vision and the vision of a blog, as in whatever you were directed to do. And along the line, other creative stuff also comes around.
Okay.
But most often, contents that we post, some way, somehow aligns with what God has actually laid. And there are videos that you just chance on, and they bless you so much. And there are videos that suits your blog as a Christian blogger. Why not share it? Hardly would you find a Christian blogger sharing something that is on the other side of Christianity and Jesus as the focus. So basically, have you seen any Christian blogger?
No, I wanted to bring this up. A controversy sells.
Okay.
And it attracts a lot of attention. So do you sometimes have to be intentional about pulling out content that is a bit controversial to get the engagement?
Unfortunately, we don't do that, or we haven't actually told that lane. But probably if you interview other people and they've told that lane. But for us now, we say what we know.
Yes.
I was on stage. I was actually the stage manager for the Cecilia Mafo and Joyce Blessing Buhaha. I mean, yes,
Okay.
I've been managing that stage for like 5 years in Kumasi. I was there. I was actually the person that they passed and went to snatch microphone and did everything. I saw it. I had first-hand information.
Okay.
I knew what happened. I knew what every single word that was said.
You had details.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was in charge of the gig.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually post anything about it. It doesn't edify the body of Christ. It doesn't bring any good to. See, my blog would have honestly shot up if I had done that. But like I mentioned, Charlie, our core values and a whole lot of stuff actually hold us back. Others were posting, I'm not faulting anyone. Probably your core values would want you to do that. It is fine. But I was there, I saw everything. I had details.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just didn't have to post. I didn't post.
For you, that wasn't a necessary thing to do to draw any type of attention to your pages and all that. That's awesome, and I commend you for doing that. And I like I said, I work with you, and I know the kind of things that you are promoting on your pages. Now, Glover, let me switch gears and ask you this question. What are the contributions that Christian bloggers are bringing to the Mindustry, as we call it now, right? The Mindustry.
Yeah.
What are some of the contributions that gospel bloggers have brought to the Mindustry, and have you seen growth based on what you do?
Okay, so brand visibility, mileage. Blogging has brought so many things to the gospel, and I don't.
Glover, you're very technical.
straight.
You're very
straight. No time.
Break it down for us.
So, if I say brand visibility, let's take Sarah Sings, like an example.
Sarah Sings here.
I don't even know.
Okay.
So I'm just using her as
an example. She looks very familiar. The lady.
Yeah. That's true.
Sarah Sings can decide to be posting on her personal page for years, and she'll surely get results. But with the help of the bloggers, she'll get new audience and new mind when it comes to her videos, her songs, and all.
Yeah,
I think blogging hasn't done bad when it comes to the gospel side, because we can see it for ourselves. People are getting ambassadorial deals out of all this. And right now, it's a numbers game. You can build the page on your own, but with the help of the bloggers, at least people will come onto your page for you to get new followers.
That's right.
And I think it has really helped our gospel people. That's all I can say.
I said, I think I'm home. I'm on Sizzles. Sorry, Sizzles. Okay,
that's okay.
So he mentioned brand awareness, visibility. So it is not basically that, but that is actually like a major role that blogging has played over the years. Sarah Sings has people that love only Sarah Sings, or basically Sarah Sings as her followers.
Okay.
Alpha Gospel has people that love Sarah Sings, that love Ohima Mercy, that love Hertikoji,
right,
that love other gospel artists.
Yeah.
So we are like a pool where when we push the stuff, other lovers of other ministries get to see what you do. That's with the brand visibility. And again, too, I think we have done okay with infiltrating or pushing in Christian content on our social media space. Gospel blogging undoubtedly has brought some good Christian content on our social media pages. Now, you don't go there and see all those noise, all those nudity. At least you see one nude stuff. You get to see a couple of gospel stuff. Can't get gospel.
You're breaking through.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it is more like a gradual thing, but it's a step in the right direction. I think the positives would soon outweigh the negatives. Yeah.
We always want to talk about the quality of our music and what we're putting out. Do you struggle to find Ghanaian gospel content to post?
Oh, it's getting better. Initially, it was worse because videos that would even come from an artist, you think, or even artworks that will come from an artist. Initially, when we started, we were all designing our pages. So we post one flyer, then you post one word, then you post one video. So when you visit the page, everything looks nice.
Yeah.
So during that period, if an artist's flyer isn't nice, it actually worries you. So, and that is also content. So if the flyer is very bad, now you that are dressing the page like your room, no. Then someone would bring a flyer that was designed with Canva. Then you expect, I'm just being sarcastic. I mean, a flyer that was designed with pick art or photo grid, then you expect us to put it on the pages that we are designing for. Only God knows why we're designing them. But now I think we don't do those designs. Yeah. But with regards to finding good contents from Ghana, I think it's getting better, like I said earlier, because now artists are spending on their productions. And again,
investing into
exactly. And men of God are also investing into those snippets, those video assets and of their messages. I mean, everybody in the creative arts, Christian creative arts fraternity is trying their possible best to get out good content. And we work with their content, and we sometimes create our content, which this year I know lots of gospel bloggers are going all out with content creation. And I'd like to take kudos to our fellow gospel bloggers, Christian Vibes, Gospel to Me, Gospel Hypers, Gospel Promoters, Hypes Media, a whole lot of them are actually churning out good content. Finding Ghanaian content is getting better.
So I bring this question up because there was a recent conversation on Facebook, okay, with some key industry players and, you know, some bloggers. And the conversation was centered around, you know, the type of music that is coming out of the Ghanaian industry, right? And there was one person who specifically said that if he kind of looks into gospel music that's coming out from the US, Charlie, he struggles to find good quality music that he can even post. And this is a Christian blogger. That he can,
Christian blogger said that.
Yes, that he can post, you know, or kind of try to push on his page. Is why I'm asking you this question. Do you think there is, when it comes to quality between our music and, let's say, Nigerian music, what are some of the differences?
I mean,
there?
that is a whole new conversation you want to start.
Let's start.
I was thinking you would probably draw the line between the music US, down here and music from the US, because the person specifically said that he or she doesn't find quality music from the US, right? So what should we talk about now? Is it Nigerian music?
No, I'm asked all round when it comes to the music that you want to push or the content that you want to post.
Okay.
When it comes to the quality, whether here in Ghana, Ghanaians here in Ghana, in the US, or Nigerian and stuff, which do you gravitate towards more and why?
Play Ghana.
No, because you don't just post content based on Ghanaian music.
Sure, most definitely. We post Nigeria, we post everywhere.
If we do some analytics on your page, okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Would you find more Nigerian content than Ghanaian content?
No, for myself, more Ghanaian content.
More Ghanaian content. Is that so? Okay.
So basically, there is a wind that is blowing, and it looks like the Nigerians are actually outweighing us with regards to our music, most especially Ghana. Gospel music.
Yes.
And funny enough, it plays the same way even in at the secular end.
Secular.
Most definitely. You can't put them at par, or you can't weigh them together. And with regards to artists outside not churning out quality gospel music, the blogger mentioned that they can't relate with lots of quality stuff coming from artists outside.
Yeah.
So see, the kind of production time, the kind of production people, the kind of resources that we find on our homeland cannot be compared to that's found in
US,
US, UK, or wherever it might be. People,
and I should know.
People run helter skelter just to get a song produced very well.
That's right.
Someone records in his or her bedroom, sends it to Ghana, BVs work on it. It comes back to the US for mastering. Then the person has to ask for days off, come to Ghana, come and shoot a video. The video guy will delay you 6 months, 4 months. Yeah. I mean, Charlie, a whole lot of things are happening.
That's right.
See, and you can't compare that to what is happening down here in Ghana. That is not an excuse for people outside not to churn out good music.
That's right. But
I feel that initially it was worse. And I believe in people being gradual. Like, with time, it gets better.
Gradual growth.
I mean, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years, 5 years ago, good songs like Good God was not really there, even from people in Ghana.
Right.
Not to even talk about people from outside. And one thing I must appreciate or say about the people outside is see collaborations they are even doing.
Yes.
See, they are doing good collaborations. That even people downtown crowd don't even get these collaborations. Charlie, it's a step in the right direction. I think with time it'll get better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Charlie, I've enjoyed our conversation.
How you go do one?
Oh man, I wish we had more time to continue on, but thank you so much for coming, Precious and Glover. Let me look into the camera and tell everyone out there. These gentlemen and other Christian bloggers are doing a phenomenal job. Gospel musicians like myself can get our music and our content out there because of people like Precious and Glover. We see your contributions to the ministry every day, and we appreciate you so much. And I want to thank you personally for coming on Sizzles, for honoring the invitation. And Charlie, I can't wait for us to continue on in our conversations, all right? Yeah. So thank you so much. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so now we have a little segment that we're going to go into called Quick Five, where I get to ask you 5 very random questions. Okay?
I told this one.
Very random questions.
Like the two of us.
The two of you. So I'm going to, each question you give me your answer.
Are we allowed to use
you
our
give
phones?
me your answer. No. Not at all. Very random, and then you have 5 seconds to answer the question. Unless it's a very juicy question, I have to spend extra time.
Okay, I need an airport. I'll call my wife. She'll give me the answers.
All right, so we're gonna go into Quick Five, everyone.
Sizzles with
Are you ready?
Yeah, you're ready.
Okay, so the very first question, I know the question is directed towards Precious. Yes, what's the most craziest thing you've done in the name of love?
The name of love?
You shouldn't struggle to answer this question.
Okay, so I actually drove in and out of Nsawam like 4 times in a day.
4 times in a day?
Yeah, and it was like in a span of like 3 hours.
Why?
I had to do something in Nsawam.
Hey.
So my love was in Nsawam. So
wow.
Yeah. I think it's actually the craziest thing.
4 times in a day?
Yeah, 4 times.
Wow.
And in Nsawam, St. John's is actually no small gem.
Yeah. Things we do for love.
Yeah, you know.
What is the craziest thing you've ever done
I'll say
in the name of love? You say it for him.
Okay, you say
it. Craziest thing. You go hard though. I've done so many things. I can't specify. I've done so many things. Traveling from Accra to Kumasi.
You shouldn't be traveling. Use the real one, the crazy one you did.
It looks like Precious has all that.
It's fine.
So like I said, traveling from Accra to Kumasi.
Hey.
You need to go and meet
How many times a day?
Answer
questions there. Okay, if you were the ruler of your own country, what is the first law you pass?
Ruler of my own country. First law I pass. Okay, I think everyone should be treated equally.
Okay.
Disabled, abled, rich, poor. Everyone should be treated equally.
Okay. Yeah. And what law would you pass first?
For us to create jobs for the graduates.
Politics. A political blogger.
Awesome. I love that. Okay. What are the 3 top things that you think of every day? Every day. 3 things you think about every single day.
Okay, so I've actually grown a habit of thanking God the very first time I wake up. So thanksgiving to God.
Okay.
Then second, purpose for the day. And third, my wife.
Your wife, bitch. That one didn't come inside.
So,
my girlfriend.
no,
First God. All the 3.
First God. Second, when to marry. Third,
when to marry.
Carol, Sarah.
Third, money.
Third, money. Wow. Okay. All right. So if you were going to heaven and you had to take 3 things with you, what would it be?
3 things or 3 people?
Hey. Okay, 3 people.
Okay, 3 people.
No. That will get you in trouble. 3 things.
Yeah, okay, 3 things.
To heaven.
Internet to heaven.
Yeah, the first Wi-Fi came from heaven.
Okay, I know you can back it with scriptures. I know you. It's okay, it's fine. Okay, so 3 things. I think I'll take a piano along.
Okay.
Because I know there's a lot of singing done in heaven. Things. I think I'll take what? I know there's food in heaven. I like food.
Food.
Yeah, but I know there's food. There's so much food in heaven. Okay. So I'll take a piano along. I'll take a white handkerchief along. So
piano,
we can
white
be
handkerchief.
Waving.
Okay.
Then I'll take only 2.
Okay, so heaven. I know I want to be in heaven with my mom. I know my mom will be there.
Things.
Forget it. Forget it.
Make you not do fast.
2, phone.
You take your phone
Because of Snapchat.
to blog in heaven. Okay, last and final question. Okay, mention 3 Joes in the Ghanaian gospel industry.
3.
And you mentioned 3 Esthers in the Ghanaian gospel industry.
3 Joes.
Yes, like their name is Joe.
Joe.
Yes, 3 people in the gospel industry who have the name Joe.
Oh, so should I?
People.
No, that is me.
So I'm doing Esther. Let me do Esther.
I'll mention Esther and mention
I'm doing Esther Nyamiche. PSC Esther Smith.
Good one.
Okay. Joe Beecher. Joe Metal. And there's an amazing gospel artist upcoming, Blessing Josiah.
No, they say
Joe. No, not Josiah. Jose. It's actually Joe and say Jose. But it's true. You can check it out. Jose.
They said Joe.
Jose.
Okay, this debate will continue on off camera. But coming up next, we're gonna go in the kitchen. Yes, they're cooking. You need to know if your gospel bloggers can cook. If you're stuck on a mountain with them, how will you survive? We're coming right back in the kitchen with Precious and Glover. See you.